Alright, so I'm taking off from Plymouth Airport in Massachusetts because I'm actually curious how the US update did for Microsoft Flight Simulator. I remember when I first got this, I just was not impressed with the quality of the graphics and like the accuracy of like the Cape and like all the bridges and Mass Maritime. It was kind of like a mess. So I'm kind of curious if anything has changed since then. And yeah, also since then I've gotten better graphics card. Had the 970, so actually last night just installed the GTX 2070. So I mean, I think the graphics are gonna kind of have an improvement overall anyway. So I think I'm running on Ultra right now, so I'm sure the frame rate isn't going to be great, but I'm just kind of curious what kind of performance I get over it. So yeah, so alright, let's see here. Parking brake, prime engine, pitch, mixture, flaps. Should be good. So I think my plan is to take off from Plymouth Airport, maybe try to find out where the Waterfront is in Plymouth, and then maybe follow the coast down to the canal. Take a look how everything's doing. I think already I noticed with the new graphics card everything looks a lot better. I've also been playing DCS World a lot, so this is gonna feel pretty weird. All the trees look a lot more detailed now. I think it just looks better overall. The controls are going to be a lot different for me just because I've been playing a different flight sim. Not sure how to change the view. Oh, I don't know what I just did there. I'm not really sure how to change to external view at this point. I have to go into the controls real quick just to see how I change to external. Third person view, external view, external camera, filter. Camera, cockpit, external view, end button. Okay, let's try that. There we go. into the waterfront. Can't really remember how to adjust the trim. Yeah, so the graphics with the new graphics card are definitely much better. Wasn't even a matter of ultra versus not ultra. As far as I can tell, I mean, just the rendering is a lot better with the new card. Looks like it's Route 3 north. Well, that's Route 3 north. It might be 44. It looks like it might be Colony Place. Or the Kingston Mall. Yeah, I think it's the Kingston Independence Plaza, whatever it is. Let's see. There's Long Beach out there. And we got the waterfront down here. Wow. Not super accurate. Not super accurate, but pretty close. Alright. Do a bank card right. So it definitely looks much better than it did before. Looks much better. Yeah, I mean, buildings aren't 100% accurate, but it's looking pretty good to me. Noticing some little scratches on the windshield. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. I was not super impressed with this when I first got it, but better graphics card helps a lot. Still don't think like everything is like 100% accurate, but I mean, it's pretty close. I know it is generated procedurally, not really hand designed or anything, but it's definitely better than it was. Alright, so I think this is the White Horse Beach area, I believe. Unless it's on the other side of this ridge, but I'm pretty sure that might be the pond. Not too sure. Might actually be on the other side of this. Actually, I think over here might be White Horse Beach. Yeah, that might be White Horse Beach over there. That might be the... Yep, that might be the... Yeah. So this is White Horse Beach. It's like a little river that runs across through here. Little pond back there. Yep, that would be it. Yeah, not super accurate. Close. I'd say it's not sandy enough. So this peak, that's kind of accurate, the way it goes up like that. In the summer, there's a lot of great white sharks that hang around that peak. And the interesting thing is it's getting very cloudy now, and I've got the weather on real time. So that's pretty interesting. And hopefully it doesn't get too cloudy and foggy, because I kind of want to be able to see the bridge, the way they get the bridges rendered now. I tried this maybe like 3-4 months ago, or whenever it came out, I don't know, shortly after it came out, and I did this run, and when I got to the Cape Cod Canal, I remember not being impressed. I'm pretty sure Flight Simulator before this actually had it a lot more accurate from what I remember, but we'll see. So this must be the Pine Hills or something other. I don't know, probably down there or something. Further inland. It's just all Manomet shores. I've spent a lot of my summers. Yeah, it's okay. I wouldn't say it looks like real life, but it's pretty interesting. I personally don't think if you had a house you'd be able to find your house. These all just look pretty generic to me. I like wonder if they're placing the houses right where houses are on satellite, or if they're more just kind of like randomly scattered. Some speed. 90 knots. Do not open window above 143 knots. I don't think you should be going 143 knots anyway. Probably not a good time. Alright, so I think I see the canal in the distance. Right down there. We got some ways to go. Water. Yeah, I think I remember seeing that wave. Pretty realistic, Microsoft. Alright. Canal. Start heading a little more on a direct route instead of following the coast. I hope these bridges are good. I've done some fishing off that jetty over there at the beginning of the canal. Right there. I think I'm gonna be disappointed. So the way it was before in the old Microsoft Flight Simulator was accurate. You could actually fly under the bridge. The last time I checked it on this latest Microsoft Flight Simulator, it was kind of just like a weird landmass that goes across. No chance of going under it because it was just kind of like on top of the water. And then there was a ship rendering where there was like a ship at the other end of the canal, and it was just like a weird blocky mass of weirdness. I didn't like it, so I'm hoping they've improved this quite a bit, but I'm not holding my breath. I can't even see the bridge, so maybe as I swing around and go down the canal, maybe it'll come into view. Maybe they deleted it entirely. We'll see. I'll just come right down the end of the canal. So the funny thing is, I think in real life, don't call me on this, but I think all of this land after the canal is pretty much a no-fly zone because of the military base. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, I'm not too impressed with the jetty. It just kind of looks like grass to me. In real life, that's all rocks. Yeah, it's all just grass. And that's all beach in real life. And that's all just grass. Maybe they have to get better at making beaches. Oh, here's the bridge. Oh. Oh. Okay. Not super impressed. Maybe it's better than the last time. Okay, let's see. I wonder if I could even go under it. Well, there's definitely no top to it. Yeah, and this does not look like the canal to me. No, it doesn't even look like it's satellite rendered. Well, there's the path. I mean, this is just like okay to me. It's not like super impressive as far as scenery goes. Well, I guess I could fly under the bridge. I'm gonna try it. So that's a plus. I'm pretty sure the last time, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure the last time it wasn't even a situation where I could fly under the bridge. So it's like better, but it's still not, doesn't look like the Bourne Bridge or the Sagamore Bridge to me. And I'm pretty sure if a plane was doing this in real life, people would be freaked out. Yeah, I mean, this is just okay as far as accuracy goes. I'm pretty sure no part of the well, maybe. I was gonna say no part of the canal I don't think has cliffs like that. It's a pretty big rock wall. So Mass Maritime is up the end of the canal. Kind of curious how that looks. So that's where the ship was before that I wasn't super impressed with. I mean, it could also be the graphics card that was like horrible last time, but yep. So here's the other bridge, and I'm not super impressed. It's just meh. It's a bridge. They probably detected a bridge on satellite imagery and just made a plain generic bridge. At least it looks like they got the pillars right. Okay, that was fun. I'm pretty sure I have this on Ultra Graphics now too. I'm not sure if I have ray tracing enabled. Don't know too much about it, but I know my new graphics card RTX is a thing. Just not sure if you have to enable it or not. So should be where Mass Maritime is down here. Oh, we've done some fishing down there. It's not what it looked like though. Just remotely close, but not exact. And the boat isn't even here anymore. So there was like a boat like right here. Now they just got rid of it. So maybe they basically told the engine to ignore boats so that they don't end up as just like massive land blobs. Now I'm kind of wondering what it looked like before the update, if I had a better graphics card, because I don't know what they changed. It almost seemed more accurate to me last time, but it just seemed to have more glitches. Now it seems maybe less accurate, but not as many glitches. So that was like my chief complaint, is that like it looked like kind of accurate, but it just didn't feel right to me. Now this feels more like a, I don't know, it just feels less glitchy, but maybe not as accurate. And I'm almost out of fuel. Let's see, is that the rotary? Alright, trying to figure out. Okay, so I'm curious. So there should be a park over here that I've camped in before. Is this a rotary? Yeah, this is a rotary. Goes under. There's a pond there. Highway. Love the bus going down the circle there. Like a bus would do that. It's pretty inaccurate. I feel like a lot of these roads would not have as much traffic as they're generating. Pretty funny. Pretty funny. That's a highway down there. Alright, let's see. So I'm gonna try and find Plymouth Airport and get there before I run out of fuel. So I've actually flown in a Cessna 152 before, so I know kind of my way around it, but I'm not really sure where the fuel indicator is. I saw my fuel on, up there it is, right there, yeah. Yeah. Between quarter and half a tank. Yeah, so I mean all the Cessnas, they're relatively the same, but slightly different. I feel like, because I think another Cessna in this game had like panels that were more digital. I don't know. And the funny thing is, I feel like in previous flight sim, like Microsoft Flight Simulator games, for some reason you could, actually I was going to say you could see the airport from miles and miles away. And I think that's actually the case, because I think I can see it right there. Got a big beacon. It's pretty useful. So I'm going to just change my heading to that way. And the funny thing is, don't know anything about the radios in this game, so I think I'm just gonna come straight in. Pretty sure this is the direction I took off from, so pretty sure this is the direction I want to land into, I believe. Oh, I've got miles and miles and miles to go. So I wonder if you could see the airport from this far away in real life. I'm sure you could. Like I said, I've actually been up in a plane, but it was kind of like blacked out the whole time because I was like terrified. I was like intended to take lessons long term, but it was pretty much all set after a while. I'll probably do it someday, but at that point it just was not the time. I ended up spending the money elsewhere. Alright, there's the airport. So, I think it's probably the graphics card, but I think I remember when I played this before, I was having a really hard time finding the airport from far away. And, I don't know, it must have been a graphics card issue, because this is how I remember it on, the old Microsoft Flight Sim. Like, I felt like I could be like 20 miles away and I would have no problem finding an airport, and I would just get lost. So I think I'm going to do a video after this, So the other thing that I noticed, when I first got this newer Microsoft Flight Sim, there was a naval air station in Weymouth, Mass, and they have decommissioned that airbase, and there's a bunch of apartments there now, and like all this development going on. Big political mess, I think. Bankruptcy, blah blah blah. But regardless, there are buildings there, so I think the algorithm for Microsoft Flight Sim did not realize that airport was decommissioned, and it allowed you to start there. The problem being there were buildings generated right in the middle of the runway. I think I made it work, but it was like it was hilarious. So I am wondering what the state of the Weymouth Air Base is now, if they still allow you to start there, and what their situation is with the buildings. Because like I said, it was hilarious, and yeah, I think I'm definitely doing that next, because I am on Christmas vacation and I have nothing to do, so I'm just gonna do flight sim videos, I think, all day long. It's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and okay, alright, I'm getting a little close for not having taken action. Where are my flaps? And my landing gear, well, I have landing gear. You don't have to, okay, don't have to put them down. Like I said, I'm used to playing DCS, and I feel like I'm too high for where I am right now. Alright. Oh my god. I would not be able to land an airliner right now, because I was on a kick doing that a while back, and I got pretty good at it, but I can't remember the procedure now. But a plane, Cessna is pretty simple. I always come down pretty hard. Alright. Oh god. Yeah, I come down wicked hard. I've been making a habit of that. I think in the old Microsoft Flight Sim I had the brakes set a certain way. I think my trigger was the brake. But now it's like weird. It's like default. It's like set to like look at the airport. So I actually don't know where my brakes are now, so yeah, that's great. I don't know where the brakes are, so I won't be able to brake. Whatever. I'm not like super serious about this anyway, right now. Alright, so, I mean, again, this could be a graphics card issue, but I feel like everything makes a lot more sense now. Like, at least, even if it's not like super accurate, it like looks more hand generated. Whereas I feel like when I opened this up prior, I feel like it just was glitchy as heck. But that could have been my graphics card. And the funny thing is, I think I have parked here in real life. Possibly. Alright. Yeah, I don't know where my brakes are, so this is gonna be fun. Just gonna go around in circles until I stop. B? Nope. I guess I could put my parking brake on. I think that's... Where is that? Parking brake. There. Perfect. I don't know what button that is though on my keyboard or anything. I don't know. I'll look it up. But anyway.